there are two things you need to always be consistent about when you escape from the mouse. Number one, you have to have really good bridging. Okay? Good bridging is not just this. Good bridging as high as you can, and you are rotating onto one shoulder. So there's a minimum amount of surface area of touching ground. Getting that high. The other number two of these maneuvers that you must be awesome at, not mediocre, awesome, is shrimping. Your shrimps have to be one-legged, one knee high, and you are moving your bottom as far away as possible. So your bottom was here, your bottom goes all the way like that. So I know it's boring, many of you have done this a million times, but we're going to do the drill. This is your drill. You bring your heels close to your bottom as possible. You bridge over one shoulder, back down, you bridge over the other shoulder, then you straighten one leg, you shrimp out as far as you can, almost as if your head can touch your toes like this. Then you go back again, swap leg position, shrimp the other way. Okay, so it's a 4-movement drill. Don't need to explain this again, no? We're okay. So in your positions, 4-movement drill, keep going until I say stop. Let's go. The wider straight leg. Let's borrow Ross. Ross sat him out. If I just had my knees both knees up, which is a natural thing to do because you don't want him to, you sort of feel like you have some connection with him and you push him. He sinks both his insteps deep here, and I don't really have any ability to control over him. He's very secure on me because he's planted. You put your feet up. If I put one leg down, that becomes harder. So try and get those feet stepped on. It's harder. The second advantage of one leg down is when I put both knees up, which is, as I say, incorrect, the grapevine. Grapevine is this. So again, good show on well, some of the new ones. When I say grapevine, this is what's happening. Good grapevine, they will press the hips down, stretch my legs out. Yeah, there we go. So there's a lot of pressure here. And when he blocks my hips, he blocks my ability to move. A lot of people, when they're caught in this position with the grapevine, because he doesn't feel threatening, they think, well, he's got my legs, so what? I'll just carry on doing all this. But you find your movement is very limited. So what we're going to do is going to do a very simple drill. Your partner is going to grapevine. It's a good practice at the top first, and then to grapevine properly. Okay? And my options really, if I start doing this, it's very limited. You can start pushing and everything, but it's very hard to dislodge someone when they have the grapevine. Alright? And then, the next step after you play with this for a while, you are going to disentangle the grapevine. And the way you do this is you get rid of one at a time. Everyone tries to, they panic, and I say, get rid of the grapevines, and they start doing all this, it doesn't work. You do one at a time, so get it tight. One. Smooth, flat. One knee up, one knee down. Now get the grapevine again. There's nothing there for you to go. So, this is the drill. Once again, get the grapevine. Start playing around as if you didn't know anything. See how hard it is to deal with some of the grapevine. Second thing, straight leg. Move over. Disentangle, flatten. Now you're in a position to start escaping. Everyone okay? Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Side on now. Ross, can I borrow you again? Just because you were looking at me in that way. Keep Okay, so grapevine happens. Spreads his way out. I get rid of one. I get rid of the other. Drop one here. Now the next stage is I must turn slightly on my side. Do not completely turn to your side because then he switches to the foot mount and he takes back control. That's your danger. Not the end of the world. There are ways to get out of this, and in fact, we'll explore that later on. But for now, your other rule that you move your arms. Relax. Yeah, first come around to pushing your muscles. When my back is flat on the ground, I'm at my weakest. Okay, I have the most friction. I have equal strength on either side. What I want is to be very dominant on one side so I can start escaping, shrimping. After all, shrimping is a sideways movement, right? When I'm flat, and he really pins my hips down, either with the grapevine or with this, it's very hard to just make that little tiny 10% turn. What I want is to have maximum use of my frames with which to then start escaping. It's very hard when your back is flat. So often you'll hear instructors shout, don't get your back flat on the ground, don't let it flatten you. And that's why, because you're very static there. So with the disentangling of the grapevine, one leg down, one leg, my next stage is I need to control his hips a bit. Let's ignore the fact that my neck is vulnerable. For now, I need to escape. So we're going to put one palm over the other and form a frame here. Look at the uniform. Form a frame. Alright? When we do our little mini turn, okay, and I'm framing against his hip, but I'm shrimping upwards here, just a little bit, so that his legs widen a bit. Okay? Then I step over his near side leg here. I don't have a choice. I can't step over this leg. I step over the leg, and I trap it with my. It's what we call a quarter guard or some sort of variation, many different names. But either way, I trap. I'll do the other side so you guys can see. Now here comes the hard bit. Now, this is where potentially your opponent can switch very quickly to something. But assuming we do this in a nice smooth sequence, I'm still pushing against the hips, and I then transfer to the other hips, and then I shift to the side. And I bring my knee in for that third frame, 1, 2, 3. And then we can start playing up, or go into full work. Alright. Let's do that all again. Out. So the grapevine comes in. So do the grapevine up. Horrible. Straighten. Bring it over. Notice I keep my knees together. When I straighten this and I have my leg sort of wandering in midair, it just reconnects with the grapevine again. If I straighten, keep that there, try and find the grapevine again. Everything's very tight here. Straighten here. Now I'm framing against his hips. Framing against his hips, just a little quarter turn. Here, just enough so I now have a shortened route with which to keep going, turn to the other side, escape, shrimp. My preference is butterfly hooks, the leg bend butterfly. But there's no reason why you can't turn this into close. Can you see all that? You're okay with this. Everyone happy with that? Really the movement is mine for you. Having got rid of the grapevine here, gather, free the leg, and there's another shrimp. So we'll call this the 2 shrimp on the scale. Yes? 1, 2, 3. Do it. So I've been successful in getting rid of the grapevine. I've been successful, but I haven't been successful in turning up. So for now, just put your weight up. It's very tempting to think, well, I'll just carry on doing what I want to do and try to gather here. Even if I was successful gathering a foot, so if you lift your foot up here, it's very hard to maintain the trap. Maybe just so you can pull your foot out. And get very low again. Now I've sacrificed potential escape with him inserting hooks or the insteps again. Alright? So don't try this one when you are flat on the ground. Some people are really flexible and they have really strong legs and they're just a freak of nature and they can sort of make it work. I can't. This only works when you are facing the direction you are doing the technique. Yes, you need to switch from side to side. Another benefit to this movement here is as you're lifting and trapping, his foot shouldn't touch the ground again. If you're relaxed there, he just sits on it, and you can't really get the bottom knee out. And if you're raising the leg out, it's easier to get the bottom leg out. You need the bottom leg free. Alright, so we're going to do that again. For your amusement, try to do it where your back is completely flat. Remember I said back flat, not good. Try to do that leg gathering thing. You might be able to gather it. I can't even do it from back. You're so weakened. When there's a little turn, it's a bit more effective. And start building up the speed of your escape, guys. All flowing in one go. Yes? 1, 2, 3. So, just take so you're following the line so you can see the movement. So, obviously, your opponent is not going to be grappling down and stay there forever. First of all, I'm going to get rid of the grapevine. Good. Frames against my hip. turns and he gathers my look. Cool. So before this point, between that point and the bit where you get rid of my grapevine and turns, your opponent is likely to switch to this position, which we like to teach and use. Call it the S mount or the technical mount. Right? But basically, I'm about to attack his back, or I have the option of mount, or there's nasty things, mirror grips, gift wraps. Okay, so that's the challenge. When people first start using that escape, I always get caught in that technical mount. And so it's a race. You guys have to be in, you guys are the bottom. It's a race to get your friends in. So I'm going to talk through this. So this is the job. You're going to break through the grapevine. That's it. Do the technique exactly. There. When he does that, okay, you have two choices. You can either go back flat, which, as I said, although it's a weak position, at least I'm not inserting hooks into here and starting to dominate it. But also, I'm not putting weight on his hips. Right? Or you can go the other direction to actually give the back. And I'll explain the madness of why that might be an option for you. Right? But if you're too slow, as we saw in the first demonstration, get rid of the grapevine, and bang, gathers. Starts to dominate. He's actually made himself in a probably a worse position because I have more attacks in this position. Everyone recognise the position, yes? We know where we are. I'm going to show you the difference where I am. Yeah? What we call the technical mount. And the other one is just a normal mount with the grapevine. Top person always likes to switch around. Okay, so now I'm on the bottom. Let's explain some of the mad escape ideas. This time I'm going to save a little effort. I'm going to turn here and it switches to technical mount. Good. So now it's a battle of frames. When I don't have any frames, when I mean frames, my forearms and my shins, Ame has the dominance over me. Ame can do what he likes to do. Even worse, as I try to defend, he grabs over and he's now got a gift wrap. I'm losing a potential frame, so I'm left with three things at my disposal, none of them really within access. So we go back again, we go back a step. So your job, I'm going to do this drill. Remember, one knee up, one leg down. I'm going to just turn, and as soon as I turn, he turns into the technical mount. You can feel it. As soon as you do that, you get framed and you start framing my shin. Spin around so you guys can see. Okay. I can only turn one way. Oh, sorry, I'm better at turning one way. Here begins the frame. I'm going to turn, and I'm not doing a leg gathering thing. He's going to immediately go into technical mount. And your job is to race to beat him to that. So there we go. See what I've done? I've inserted the frame. Now his mount is useless because I have all sorts of things at my disposal. Deep half guard as well, leg locks. You want to see that on your face? So we understand, it's a very short one. Top person, you're waiting for them, you're with, and you're switching to technical mount. If they fail, keep on sinking in with your grips and your attacks on the position. And it becomes harder and progressively harder and harder for the bottom person to remove those grips and escape. Whereas if you get in early, with a frame, usually your shin, but you can do it with the elbow as well, you have leverage, which is good. It's pretty easy once you try it and go through it out. So, a race to frames. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. I'm going to turn that way, he's going to do the technical mount to face me. As I turn around, I beat him to the thing, but I can't get my legs free. Alright. Also, I notice a lot of you are preferring your top leg. Top leg is actually, there's a lot more mass to get the top leg through this hole. I can't actually remember how I did it, but I think I used the bottom leg. And in that, before a good technical mounter, see the heel, will gradually put that heel here to close this ability to get my knee through, alright? But in the interim period, when you just switch, there is that gap where he has planted his foot here. Or at least it will be in most people's case. At elite level, forget it, you're under his mount, you're going to get caught anyway. But anyway, against someone your level, alright? That will give you the chance to get that bottom knee through. And I use the bottom knee. When you use the top knee, even if you're 6 foot, and I just push the knee down. And he can do what he likes. When you push my knee down, keep it down. I can't shrimp that way, I can't turn into him, which is why I need to defend. Oh God, what can I do? Turn my back and give him actually the worst position. You don't want to give him my back. Whereas if I bring my bottom knee out, push it down, yeah, thanks. Just give me one, then I use my top knee. So the bottom knee is the priority. So why don't we do this again? Let's now do a bit slower, okay, guys? So you can really understand the mechanics. Amit has just shifted to the technical mode, and I'm here. I can't get a knee through. For that split second, you might have to consider underhooking. And notice why I did that. I didn't push his leg out. His leg is stable and his foot is stable on the ground. I shrimp, did a shrimp. Now I've got this, I'm happy. Amit can do well, maybe you lift your leg up high. I think that's what I wanted. So bottom leg first. Yes, guys? 1, 2, 3, let's. When we do these techniques, we learn them in isolation, but you have to understand your friend, it's not a lifeless sport. They move around. And when you roll with certain people, they move around a lot. And you have to expect that they're expecting you to do certain thing, which is you're expecting them to do something. So it's a battle of knowledge, if you like, more than technique. Amir again this time. So Amir on the ground again. So here's something that somebody could do, right? Down there. So as he turns and tries to shrimp that way, I do a technical. As he gets this knee through, I can really feel him trying to escape. I do not want this one because once he's got this through, he's starting to play his guard. So as soon as I feel the shin here, I revert to another position. If you want to keep it simple, back to side. If you want to show off, right? It's you're surfing, right? But these are very, very likely scenarios. Although I said it's a show-off technique, it's an experienced person. Once he feels a frame being jammed in, he knows that his ability to maintain mount is futile. Okay. If I were to stubbornly stay here, he eventually just gets one leg out. And the worst case is I get trapped in somebody's half guard. And it's like, man, I was in mount, now I'm in half guard. So over time, people who spar a lot, they'll get a frame in, and then just remove it, or start working something else, or put it back in. You, the ball person, guess what? You have to be aware. Oh my God, it starts all over again. So I'm going to talk you through this. Remember, this is for the bottom person, not for the top person to show off they were there nice and escape. Okay. So we do this, and as your friend, I'm just about to get this through. He feels that, and you just go back to side. Oh, you have to turn the face. In fact, if you lift your body up, I got a frame in there as well. But if you don't get that, you release caught 2 frames here. Spin around, so we do it again. So you have to expect plan A is not going to go to happening. When it goes in, I try to wedge in my bottom knee, and he immediately gets rid of that, and as soon as he does, I turn the place. Because I do not want to get the bottom out. I'll just turn here. So I've got my bottom wedge in here. I do not want him to go into, take that back, and then stay here. Now he's got, guess what? What he wanted in the first place. So it's arms race. Arms race. Okay. Dad joke. Okay. Everyone got that? So that's the final drill before this segment. Yes. 1, 2, 3.